Now that seems to be everything inside the box. Really simple packaging and also very secured. I have no problems with it. Now first impressions on the mouse, I think it looks pretty clean. It does look like a normal mouse. Now I got the black variation over here. They also have the white variation. Both variations look pretty nice. Now for the coating, it does look like it's a matte black over here. Very nice. It is pretty grippy, but not the grippiest. But some grips were included in the mouse, so you can go ahead and use these if you want. But yeah, pretty okay coating. I have no problems with it. It is grippy. It is pretty grippy. But yeah, if you sweat a lot, it might loosen the grip a little bit and you might want to use those grips. Now this mouse is made out of plastic, but it is very durable. I cannot get it to flex. It is solid. I like it. Here's a little sound test of the switches. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what that rattle is, but whenever I squeeze the mouse, it stops rattling. Especially when you're holding the mouse like this. I can't really get it to rattle. I don't know what's happening there, but yeah, the mouse sounds pretty okay to me. I like it. Now for the switches, this mouse does have the KYSONA X Huano customized micro switches. They feel pretty snappy. I like them. They're also pretty light to click. Very easy. I like the feeling of it. And there's pretty much little to no pre-post travel. Very nice, feels very instant. Now for the scroll wheel, this is rubberized as you can see, and it also kind of has a texture. I really like it. Scrolling it feels very nice, very light, but at the same time it does have pretty defined steps. I don't think I'll over scroll because of its lightness. I really like it. Now for the side buttons, when I was clicking them, they felt kind of mushy. I've seen these types of side buttons before. They're kind of glossy and they are pretty grippy, but yeah, they are mushy. They do have a lot of pre-travel or post-travel, I meant, on the sides of the side buttons. So yeah, you gotta kind of press it in the middle here. A little bit of a side-to-side wobble, not really that bad. Very usable side buttons, not the best, but yeah, pretty okay side buttons. Now let's go ahead and talk about the weight of this mouse. They claim that it's around 59 grams. So let's see how accurate that is. And by the way, I did remove the dongle and also the little cover. So let's see. 60.3 grams. Okay, pretty close to 59 grams. That weight's pretty good. I have no problems with that. 60 grams, pretty okay weight. Now let's go ahead and talk about the shape. Now looking at the top, it might look similar to a Harp Ace, but this one has a pretty big difference when it comes to the hump. The Harp Ace is just so aggressive on the hump. I tried it before and it's like really for big hands. But this one is a little bit chiller on the hump over here, and I think a lot of people would definitely prefer that. Now if you look at it from the side, it does look similar to a Sora V2. Now this shape is kind of similar to the Sora V2 shape, but the KYSONA M17 over here is a bit more at the front, the hump. I'll go ahead and flash some pictures so you can go ahead and see it much better. They both have pretty good humps, which makes me think that they will be amazing for claw grippers. Now me myself, I am a little bit of a claw gripper with a little bit of a palm grip, kind of weird grip, and the mouse does feel pretty good, the hump. I really like the hump with my weird claw kind of grip because I really use the hump. They do advertise this as a palm grip, claw grip, and also fingertip mouse, so kind of all around. And yeah, I can see that being the case. Now they also advertise this for medium to large hands. Now, I think I do have medium hands. I think I do have 18 by 8 centimeter hands. I don't have any problems with this shape. Now, weight balancing wise, maybe a little bit front heavy, but yeah, not really that bad of a balancing. But yeah, now let's go ahead and talk about its responsiveness and its performance. Now, this mouse does have a 3395 sensor, pretty good sensor, capable of 8000 Hz polling rate, pretty fast polling rate. Now, for the battery, they do say that it lasts 100 hours with 1000 Hz polling rate. Now, other than wirelessly with the 2.4G mode, you can also use this wired, of course, while gaming with it. And the cord was pretty, it is braided, and they do advertise it as a lightweight paracord designed for 8K polling rate, more stable wireless transmission, low drag, softer and stronger, reducing the drag of the cord. So by the looks of it, it does look pretty nice using it wired as well with this kind of cable. But yeah, you can also use it on Bluetooth mode, so very nice. But on Bluetooth mode, you can only go up to 133 Hertz, I think. I don't really use Bluetooth a lot, but that's a nice option if you're planning to use it for Bluetooth. But yeah, enough with the numbers, enough with the features. Let's actually go ahead and test it out in game and see how it feels like. Okay, I got the mouse over here and the USB A to USB Type-C to USB Type-A. Plug it in. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and turn on the mouse to 2.4G mode. And as you can see, there's like a little red light and there's a blue light shining on top over here. And it is working. So I have the website over here. If you just go to their download tab over here, we can download the driver and manual for M617 English, finish it, and here is the software. 1600 DPI, but yeah, you can go ahead and go up to 26,000. And yeah, you can do also custom steps over here if you want to change the DPI steps. As for DPI, you can also go ahead and change the function of the keys over here for the mouse. You can also change DPIs with the middle button over here, but you can also change its function, as you can see. So if you don't want that, you can also set different profiles. You can also see the power. I'm at 100%. You can also reset the profile. But okay, we also have the light settings. Now I'm guessing this is the one for the top. I'm just gonna go ahead and do, yeah, static's fine. Wow, you even have the full color wheel for this little thingy. Okay, very nice. Okay, we also have the polling rate settings. We do 125, 250, 500, all the way up to 8000 Hertz. Very nice, very fast. Also do mouse attributes over here. Power management, level 1, sleep time. 10 seconds is too much. 10 seconds, bro. You gotta change this. There's no way you're gonna go ahead and make your mouse sleep on 10 seconds. But okay, I'll set it to 300 seconds. And you can also go to deep sleep time, which is 10 minutes. Yeah, that is pretty much understandable that I'm not using the mouse. Okay, we also have lift off distance, 1mm, 2mm. You can do that, very nice. Key response time. Is it key response time or is it debounce time? Because if it's debounce time, I'll understand. But like key response time. But okay, I'm gonna just set that to the lowest. We also have ripple control. I'm gonna turn that off. Angle snapping if you want, motion sync as well, you can turn that on. Now this mouse still has the 3395, so that means having motion sync does add just like a little something like 1 millisecond delay. Not really a big deal, but you know, if you want motion sync on with the 3395, still very responsive. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off over here. And yeah, that seems to be everything. Very simple software. You pretty much get everything you need over here. No problems with the software. Or by the way, I think I missed this. You can also make your macros over here. But okay, let's go ahead and test this out in game and see how it feels like. Oh, and by the way, here is the polling rate test before we go ahead and proceed. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that the KYSONA M617 is selected over here. 8000 Hz polling rate. Okay, let's go ahead and start the test and see its polling rate. Okay, 7999, you saw that? Yeah, it's pretty consistent on the 79 mark. Hold up. I'm getting tired. My hand's kind of getting tired. That's why it dropped. Hold on, I'm sorry. Oh, it even went above 8000 Hertz. Yeah, that's enough. That was pretty accurate. As you saw, these drops were because I stopped circling around the mouse. But yeah, that is pretty accurate. 8000 hertz polling rate, pretty consistent. No problems with the polling rate. Anyways, let's go ahead and proceed to the gameplay and see how it feels like.
Sorry, bro. Quad flash. Rain is down.
Gotta go.
Careful now.
Right there, my old friend.
Reloaded.
Resource.
Look sharp.
Pathetic.
So after playing and gaming with the KYSONA M617, here's my experience so far. Now from the unboxing to the setting up of the mouse, it felt very smooth, everything went smooth, amazing. Now when I tried gaming with it, at first I thought why is it so front heavy, but I found out that you saw that I peeled the plastic coverings on the skates, right? But apparently I only peeled the clear text thingy, not really the film. So I don't know if I peeled it the wrong way or not, but there was still some film at the bottom over here left, even though after I peeled one layer, so like 2 layers. So the mouse felt very muddy and it didn't feel good. But after noticing it and removing it, the mouse felt so much better. So you better go ahead and check that if there's still something covering your skates before you truly use them for gaming. But yeah, the mouse felt very nice, very responsive, the clicks. Now I did notice the clicks on the back over here, since I do have like a claw grip and I do tend to click a lot at the bottom, and it is a little bit more heavier compared to like in the middle over here. But yeah, it's still pretty clickable. I have no problems with it. It's just a little bit heavier. The 8000 hertz polling rate felt pretty nice, pretty responsive. I have no problems with it. The mouse feels pretty good. But I do have a little bit of a problem. The mouse is kind of front heavy. It's not really like a huge, like all of the ways in the front. It's just more heavier in front, which kind of makes the mouse feel a little bit more heavier and harder to, not really harder, but heavier to flick with. It can be a good thing for someone. Some might like that feeling, but yeah, just take note of that. It's a little bit of a front heavy mouse. Still feels pretty good, but yeah, that's just a little something. But yeah, other than that, the shape as well of the mouse felt very nice. I found it very comfortable. I know I do have a weird grip, but still, it felt pretty comfortable. I do like the hump a lot. I was able to use it to gain more stability. So if you're looking for a mouse that has a hump and you kind of have a claw grip or any grip that uses the hump, you will definitely like the shape as well over here. And also the price coming in around $47. This is an amazing specs for that price. Still pretty budget friendly, a pretty good budget gaming mouse, 60 grams, 8000 hertz, $33.95. I have no problems with it. Would I recommend it? Well, sure. If you're looking for around the 60-gram mark weight mouse with a pretty good spec for a budget price, here you go. And also the shape also felt pretty good for me, pretty friendly for a lot of grips. So yeah, I think the price is pretty good for the specs of this mouse. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put this mouse first link in the description if you want to go and check it out. And by the way, a little disclaimer, this mouse is sent to me by KYSONA, but that won't change my review and opinions in this video. Everything that you've been hearing is my real opinions and review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I pray and hope that this video helped you in some way. I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to stay grateful and remember, Jesus loves you. Bye bye.